Welcome to Picture Healer channel. Today's video is a little bit different. We are not going to talk about theories or analysis of charts. I will talk about Feng Shui and fortune telling in the age of AI and the dramatic changes we are facing today. And we all have that hidden fear of uncertainty. Is AI going to take over our job? And with all the conflicts and wars going on in the world, how can we prepare ourselves? And is there anything we can do to find more peace and personal fulfillment? Now everybody is talking about AI and technology that's going to take over our jobs. And it seems like we will become useless because we are not as efficient as robots, or as fast or as cheap as robots. In some ways, it's true that AI can make a big difference in almost every area of our lives, but they still cannot replace humans. They can access different data and gather information for you, so you have access to different knowledge. That's a positive of AI. Everything can come at your fingertip very quickly. But on the negative side, the information is not always accurate. Depends on what data they are trained from, and depends on the owner of the company. Not all companies are created equally. Some company might have different political agenda. Depends on their background. They might be stronger in certain areas and weaker in different areas. And sometimes the data they generate can be just incomplete. They probably give you only part of it, and it doesn't mean you will see the whole picture. And sometimes the information can be wrong. If the resource is wrong to begin with, you are not going to get 100% accurate information. And it's the same if you try to do fortune telling or Feng Shui with AI. The good part is that you can generate charts easily and quickly, maybe your birth chart or Feng Shui chart. But the downside is that you don't know if it's 100% accurate. Since we know there are so many different schools of Feng Shui and the Chinese fortune telling, if they only give you part of the information, it might be misleading, or sometimes it can be very generalized, and it's not very helpful. For Chinese fortune telling and Feng Shui, I find a lot of charts have mistakes. Sometimes it's just small mistakes or misprint, but the AI cannot tell, they still show it to you. So that's one thing we have to keep in mind. And don't trust everything you read. Now let's say you got a chart and analysis from the AI, and there are some positive and some negatives. And for human nature, you will focus on the negative and feel scared. So let's take a step back and look at what is luck, what is lucky or unlucky. Most of us think if you are successful and you hold a high position, you can do whatever you want, or making a lot of money, that means good fortune. And the opposite will mean bad luck. But in reality, everything has multiple sides. When you have a comfortable life without challenges and everything comes easily, that has a downside too, because you can feel uninspired, life can be boring, and you are not prepared for any future challenges. When the situation changes, it might become a big shock to you. On the other hand, if you have a lot of challenges and setbacks in your life, the difficult situation can force you to become stronger, and it can unlock your potential and help you learn different lessons and experience. So in the future, you will not be afraid if something similar happens. So it depends on how you look at any situation. There is a positive and there is a negative side. Some people will need challenges and a crisis The challenges can be a training. A crisis is also an opportunity. It can help you become stronger and wiser. So that can also be lucky. And there is also the cycle of luck. You will not be always on the top of luck or the lowest point of the luck. In our life, it's always up and down. So we should be more humble when we have good fortune and don't feel depressed or scared when we are at the lower point. It's just part of life, part of the cycle. And it's not about the ending or the result or winning the competition. It's more about enjoying the process, the journey. And this is more of a Taoist philosophy. You should focus on the moment now and always be true to yourself. It doesn't matter the outcome or the ending. If you're doing the right thing, you will have peace. And another point is that nothing is 100% in any type of fortune telling or Feng Shui. So don't focus on the negative too much. If there's nothing you can do, you can just move on with your life. Keep an open mind and question everything you see or read. The difference between a human and the AI is that we can think independently. We can change our attitude and take actions. We might not be very efficient, but we can follow our heart and take actions and become fulfilled. They are just something AI cannot replace. We have our values, we have our emotions, we have our aspirations, ideas, and unique personalities. Next, we want to talk about the dramatic changes in the world. You probably feel like the whole world is burning right now, with several wars going on, and economic uncertainty, climate changes, the abuse of the Earth's resources, and the conflicts among different groups. It's easy to feel lost and anxious. So how do we find peace in the time of uncertainty and conflicts? First, we should still follow your values. This might sound very old-fashioned, to follow the virtues and do the right thing. I believe human natures are kind. We still want to help each other and share resources. And the second point is to have independent thinking, because everything can have different sides of the stories or different point of view, depend on how you look at it, from which angle. So keep an open mind and don't get stuck in one perspective or one idea. There is always other possibilities. And we should feel gratitude for what we have right now and focus on what we can do to make changes. And another idea is to go to nature, take a walk, take a trip, or go to your backyard, do some gardening, or have some hobbies. Most of us are overworked and need to be balanced with some slower or old-fashioned simple life. It's not always about competition and winning the biggest rewards at the end. I think most of us are too stressed, and that really affects our mentality. And we all need to take care of our own mental health before it goes extreme. And from Feng Shui point of view, the period 9 is a fire period, and the 2026 is a fire horse year. So we have a lot of fire during this time. That can mean bad temper, being impulsive, or becoming out of control emotionally. So one big topic or lesson during this time is to manage your emotion and temper. In the Ziwei Dou Shu, the purple star astrology, the challenge star for 2026 is a Lianzhen star. And this star is about self-control and avoiding indulgence or excess. The 廉贞 star can mean over drinking, gambling, or not being responsible. And in 2026, these behaviors can become problems. So this is the topic we should pay attention during this time. Learn how to manage emotions and temper. And with the AI technology and the internet, you really have easier access to all the fortune telling tools. There are different ways you can find your birth chart, the Feng Shui chart, and different analysis from different schools. But again, don't believe everything you see or read. There will be mistakes or different opinions. Depends on their background. You can be your own fortune teller. When you have questions, you can do an I Ching reading or find your Feng Shui chart to see the positive and the negative sides. Use the information you gather as a map. It will not be 100%, but it can be a good reference, and you can focus on your strength and try to avoid or reduce your weaker areas. And nothing is really set in the stone. The information you gather is only for reference, and you still have power to change your attitude and take different actions. And I think that's the point of fortune telling, to understand yourself more so you can focus on developing your strength. And one thing AI cannot replace is your thoughts and intuition. In fortune telling or readings, intuition plays a major part, and that's a part beyond science and technology. So the conclusion is that AI can be a useful tool when we are in control. We can decide if we want to trust AI or not. And the dramatic changes in the world can mean new opportunities. There will be new needs, new business ideas, or new ways of thinking and working. So it's important that we keep an open mind and adjust our attitude and take actions accordingly, and try to support each other instead of defeating each other. In the Taoist philosophy, the water is very powerful. It flows downwards and stay low, and stay flexible and change the shape to fit into any containers. Even though it's humble, it can nourish all the living things and make a big difference on earth. So we can learn from the water and go with the flow, be the humble one, and not always searching for status and fame. So that's today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next week.